knocked up. I can only imagine the players. Welcome to EA Sports. The Otters start with possession as we are now underway. Erie's got the puck in the corner. And the puck's kicked free. Here he is with the backhander. Made the save on the play.
That's a really good save. I think the goalie's probably surprised he was dead center and open to shoot that puck.
Here's a short pass to Noakes. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Here's a pass in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Takes the feed, but under pressure. Into the attacking end. Shot! Turned aside with the glove by Patnode. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Lots of time left in this period. Still scoreless in this one. More than half the period has expired. The Sea Dogs have taken a 1-0 lead. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Lawrence. And he takes the feed. Along the half wall with the puck. Campbell's going to slow things down and opt for the whistle.
Well, you got to kill the play eventually. That way everyone can get reorganized.
Officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. Lawrence has won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Denies him! Feeds it on over to Tomato. Moves it to Noakes. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Massive spill in the corner. Kuznetsov's got it along the boards. Oh, look at this. Here they scores!
They score back-to-back goals. They stay aggressive after getting the first one. They tack another one on here.
The Sea Dogs have extended the lead to 2, and they can see the light at the end of the tunnel for the second period.
They would love to get it into the intermission just like it is. They've done a really good job tonight.
There's the horn, ending the first period. Both teams will have a chance to regroup. You do you, and we'll be back with period number 2 in a moment. Both teams with a chance to recharge and refresh, and this second period about set to get underway. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. St. John's got the puck along the wall, and that doesn't reach the net. Noakes moves it ahead. Oh, and a good textbook hit there. Quick feed to Kuznetsov. Reaches out and uses the stick. Takes that pass back at the point. That's blocked. Stones him in front.
Really good positioning as he makes the stop from in tight.
Great use of the stick here at center ice. Erie's gained possession along the boards. Broken up in the neutral zone by Lawrence. Reads the pass perfectly and takes it off.
St. John's coaches are pretty happy here on the bench with the way that they've played. They like the way they're taking the puck away. Now they want to create some offense.
Here's a shot. Oh, great save by Patnode. Oh, he had the right idea, but couldn't make that play with the pass. A chance in front, and that's broken up. Quick pass over to Lassard. Gains the zone on the left wing. Fails to find the open man. And now he moves it quickly to Lockhart. Here in the later stages of this period, St. John's got a 2-0 lead. Puck is dropped and play resumes. Good stand-up hit on the play. Works it across to Noakes. Steps into the offensive end. The Sea Dogs grab possession to the puck. St. John's on the attack. Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Burns. Couldn't find the intended target. St. John's got it in their own zone. Moves it quickly over to Tarash. Takes the feed. Burns has the puck against the half wall. Stopped by the goaltender. Goaltender getting a piece of that one. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next. Fans are buzzing. Teams are gliding into position here for the start of the third. Barring extra time, the final frame of this one. Here we go. And a little frontier justice.
Yeah, they're going to have to take care of the business right now. There's no walking away from this.
That had a whole lot of nasty, and it all seemed to be tilted in one way.
Pretty quickly, you could see there was an upper hand to be had in that fight. That's the way it played out.
Ray, it looks like they're not done with each other down there.
No, they're going to bark at each other on the way to the penalty box, but into the box they go. Time to sit down. As this game rolls to conclusion here, the coaches are talking to the players, in particular to the youngster, about not losing their energy. James, they want them pushing hard to the end of the game.
Well, let's see if that message gets through here. The moment of truth set to go. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. The Sea Dogs have dominated this one to this point. They lead it 3-0. Puck grab by DeRoche. Erie's got a hold of it along the wall. Noakes looks around. Here he is on the backhand. Sensational stop with the stick by Patnode.
Noakes gets a shot on goal there, forcing the goalie into a save, and he can get back to work here, James. He's been sitting over in the penalty box in that 5-minute fighting major.
Centering pass! Scores! What a finish on the play!
Now the play opened up, and now it's an odd man rush, and we get a look at it on the replay. Enough time to pick the spot and put the play away.
Well past the midway mark of this period. Erie still down by 2 goals in this one. Taken by DeRoche. Now a quick pass to Burns. Oh, puts it wide.
Now he's got to get that on target. That's a scoring chance, and he doesn't even make the goaltender make a save.
St. John's got the puck along the boards. Along the right wall and into the offensive end. Here's a short pass to Lawrence. The Otters get a hold of the puck. St. John's got a hold of it against the wall. Oh, what a save in front. Puck picked up by D'Amato. Oh, look at this chance. Takes a shot. Oh, a clutch save.
Patino's goaltending at one end and the offensive output at the other has made for a good night.
Levels it with the hit. The Otters have it now. And some textbook body contact there. Oh, look out. What a collision into the boards.
Well, he's not finished yet. He thinks he's still got a chance. That's a good check.
And just like that, comes up with the puck. Great little flick of the stick. Sends it across. Oh, they probably want a redo on that. The Otters get a hold of the puck in their own end. Fires it on net. Oh, what a save with the glove. Just here in the late stages of this frame, St. John's got a 3-1 lead. That's all she wrote from this one. The Sea Dogs get the win, and they can thank their power play for what their effort was.
I'm tripping out. All the water.
I don't know what you've been told. I know something you don't know. Stories salted, gold. Blinded by the same old show. I don't know what you've been told. I know something you don't know. Stories salted, gold. Blinded by the same old show. Little Larry keeps giving it the big un. Same every week, yet we still forgive him. Bossed all his thing coming Armageddon. He got so.
Cutting off the dead weight, goodbye. Suck it on my battery life. I know you like the way it hurts, but I won't be your crash and burn. Go stay in your lane and just worry about yourself. Your negativity ricochets off me now. Go meditate, that ain't what I go think about. So stay in your lane and just worry about you. I'm used and abused. I'm judged and accused. Cut me out on the loose. Sucking on my battery life. Cutting off the dead weight. Goodbye. Sucking on my battery life. I know you like the way it hurts, but I won't be your crash and burn. Cutting off the dead weight. I'm out. Oh, you give a bad taste in my
You've been waiting all day for this, and it's about time. Hi, everybody. Along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cybulski here for EA Sports. We are about set to drop the puck as both centers make their way into the dot. The Otters take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Pulverized to Ray on that play.
You don't see that man very often anymore, James. That's a great hit.
Looks to set up at the point now. And the puck dies with the Trapper save. Still early on in this frame, James and Ray with you. So glad you could join us. Still no score in this one. The Otters win the draw. Tries to get it over to Tomato. Good hit on the play. Sends a pass over. Handles the puck at the point. Turns it aside once again. The Oil Kings looking against the half wall. Can't make it work. Erie's in on the offensive attack now. Here's a shot. Oh, what a save by Kosov. Moves the puck behind the net. Tremendous stick save by Kosov.
Sometimes you're in close, there's no room to put it anywhere. The goalie smothered it all.
Still lots of time left in the period. The game is still scoreless. Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. Noakes wins it. They'll go to work now on the attack. Takes it to the front. Fantastic save.
He's sharp on this one, out on top of the crease aggressively to make the save.
Played big in the moment there. And it's kicked away. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Edmonton's looking to break out. Slides it over with pace to Such. Pass back to the point. And he makes the save. Knocks it away with the paddle. Great poke check. Stop that one. Here in the late going to the frame. Still looking for our first goal. Erie's won the face-off deep in their own end. Slides it up ahead from the right wing. Snaps it on net. And that caroms off a body in traffic. Hammers him.
James,
You can't do that to the stars.
Yeah, even if you think it's a clean hit, and I do, it doesn't matter. Somebody's coming after you.
And the takedown brings this one to an end.
There's lots of times the gloves come off and about 2 seconds in, somebody's looking for the exit room. There it is.
Well said.
And you got guys running together at high speed. Eventually,
Now's the time where you've kind of run out of lifelines, right? Has he had some off games? Yeah, I would say there's another level to his game to get back up to that we've seen from earlier in the regular season that we haven't seen so far at the Memorial Cup. But there's no room for error now. Now's the chance you can wash away that previous narrative and you can step up with one of those performances that we've grown accustomed to. But it's going to have to start sooner rather than later because there is no tomorrow from here on in. You got to get that fog out, and now it's time to bring the heat. Back to the phones we go. We've got Terry on line one. Hi, Terry. And despite what has been written, despite what has been said, despite what has been posted on social media, this young man can change the narrative of what has been a disappointing Memorial Cup for him if he can put his best foot forward and help lead this team to a Memorial Cup title later on today. For many of these young players, this is the biggest hockey game they'll ever play. Welcome to the Memorial Cup Final. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Give me a sense of what something a win here can do for the kids.
Well, of course, from a team standpoint, you win the Memorial Cup individually.
He scores!
Man, this kid is a goal scorer. He's been one his whole life. And even when he gets to the Memorial Cup, it doesn't take him but a moment, and he's on the board. It's a real tough one for the goaltender here. He's looking for the puck, and while your coach tells you take away the goalie's eyes, what also happens is the defenseman, if they don't get you out of there, they just become another body for the goaltender to look around. He can't find the puck, and it's in the net.
Quick pass to Burns. And now it's grabbed by D'Amato. Manages to hang on. Puck moved over to Noakes. Francis scoops it up here inside the defensive zone. He got hit by a freight train on that.
That is not going to feel good.
And he'll opt to play the puck here. Moves it to Noakes. They've got numbers here. And that's broken up. The Otters move it ahead. The Sea Dogs going to work on offense.
Sorry for
That's generally a no-fly zone with star players.
Yeah, they get hit like that, somebody's going to get irritated, and guess what happens when they get irritated? Down go the Mets.
Go time. And good night.
That looked like a mismatch at the start, too, James. It certainly played out that way. The Otters gain the upper hand in this fight, and now we'll see if they can produce some offense while the momentum has been gained.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. The Sea Dogs lead it 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. Stopped by the goaltender. Handles the pass from his goalie. Thompson's got it in the defensive end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Carlin Bade is standing by. What do you got for us, Carlin?
Thanks, James. You know, the road to the Memorial Cup can be a hard one, and the rookie has been flat so far. Social media has noticed, but if there's a time to step up, the time is now, since it's the final of all times.
I feel like most people are usually telling me to step up, or at least that's Ferraro on most occasions as play continues. Don't say anything there, Razor, as things continue. Oh, it's denied by Patnode.
Smothered that in close chance.
Wrist shot from the slot. Big time stop.
Noakes had that fight earlier, took him right out of the game, but now he's back in it. Looks like he's ready to go as he gets a shot on goal.
Can't find his man. The Sea Dogs will play it in their own end. Sends the pass over. Francis takes it along the wing. Inside the final minute of the first here. With the stop. It's in the back of the net for an own goal. And with that, the first period comes to an end. Both teams will have a chance to get a breather, and they'll be back on the ice with period number 2 in not too long. We are about ready to get underway here for the second period. Neither side giving up much in the opening frame, and here we go, still tied up in the second. Ray, while we have a moment, give me a sense of what you made of that first period.
The Otters are going to want to turn the page on that ugly first period. Way too many turnovers. Lucky the game's tied. Going forward here, though, James, there's an easy path. Get the puck, hold on to it.
Maintains possession. Erie's got the puck against the half wall. And he gets a piece of that one and denies it. Loose puck battle along the boards. The Sea Dogs have it now. There's a bait.
Yeah, after the teammate got hurt, he jumped right in. He's going to make him try and pay a price.
We got ourselves a fight here. Oh, and he hammers him and sends him down to the ice.
That's a clear decision there. The Otters win that fight. They'll get a little juice from it. Not so much for the home side.
James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period. Erie's been the better-looking team over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on this one-goal lead. They'll be shorthanded again here, and it hasn't been a pretty one tonight here, Ray.
No, it seems like every time they lose a man that they find a way to hurt themselves even more by poor penalty killing. And interestingly enough, as they struggle, the coach is going to go with his youngster again on the penalty kill. He gives him a tap. They need something here.
Past the halfway mark of this period, the Otters have a little breathing room here, but not much as they lead at 3-2. Francis has won the faceoff. There's a save. Burns explores his options in the corner. Campbell's going to cover it up for a faceoff.
While his team's ahead, he wants to make sure the pace of the game stays at the level they like.
Looks like lineups are set and they're ready to get things back underway. Takes the feed. Dishes it to Trenholm. Quick feed to McDonald. The Sea Dogs have it from the corner. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Campbell. Erie's gained the line and into the zone.
Notes is going to be the focus of the boos for the rest of the night here. The home crowd is not going to let him forget that they're not happy after he was involved in that injury-related play earlier in the game.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Otters are giving their fans something to cheer about as they lead it 3-2. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Erie's going to play it from the corner. And nearing the final minute of the second. And he gets a paddle on that one.
Track that puck really well. The puck gets passed to the slot, and he has to make the save on a dangerous chance.
Denies that opportunity. Oh, a good heads-up play with the poke check. Well, 2 periods down and 1 more still to come. Third period action right after we get a clean sheet of ice. Period number 3 just moments away as the official signals both teams into position. And this one's underway here in the third. Ray Ferraro is between the benches at ice level. Ray, we've got 40 minutes played so far. How have you viewed things?
St. John's has got to find some energy here. The game's close, but they haven't had very many shots on goal. You're not going to score like that.
Kuznetsov stick handling in his own zone. The Otters gain control of the puck against the wall. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. And that's deflected off someone in front. Takes it to the net. Oh, I think he'd like that one back.
For sure, James. I mean, you don't get many chances this good in a game like this. The game has been tightly played. Your chance might be the only one you get.
Moves it quickly over to Francis. Slides it diagonally to Ensons. The Sea Dogs are across the line and into the offensive end. Stopped with ease. And it's a quick pass to Sevigny. And he takes the pass. He scores!
Pretty obvious, James. You play from in front, you've got the advantage of the game. That goal gives them the lead.
Getting into the later stages of this period, St. John's got a 1-goal lead. Puck scooped up by Sevigny. Here's a short pass to Francis. Denies him!
Your goalie had to be sharp there, James. That's a top-notch chance right in the middle of the ice.
Quick pass to Notes. Erie's got the puck against the boards. to notes. Less than 60 seconds left here in the final frame. Erie's got the puck against the boards. On the backhand, spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? And now it's over to Sevigny. And he takes the dish. Erie's got the puck along the wall. Coming to the slot. Turns it away.
He's sharp on that one. Nowhere to go for the puck. Ansons will be babying this stick, James. He's on a point streak, and you want this thing to last as long as it can. I won it 1 year in Portland. It was the last time I won anything.
Ray, you got a much better look down at ice level, but man, the emotion that I'm seeing from this vantage point, losing sucks and winning sure is awesome.
Well, it's pretty easy to tell the two apart, and I don't really want to walk over to the loser side right now. They're pretty disappointed. They got their heads down. They can be proud of their effort, but that's not going to make them feel good right now.
So you don't want to tell the guys in the truck right now that you want the loser assignment right now?
No, that's not for me.
Okay, I guess that's me again. You've been on both sides of the equation for this. Do you like this tradition?
I do, James. I think it's really important to show some respect to the team that has just won. It's been a hard-fought series, and you just go through, you say, good series, and move on.
What an impressive team effort from start to finish.
I took you to the mall, we had a teen romance. Yeah, you were so pretty, babe, had me in a trance. I got really nervous, used a bathroom in my pants. Yeah, you just left it off and then you still gave me a chance. Like, oh my God, I can't go on. My pants are ruined. Oh my God.
Do you take away positives from what you've seen despite the loss here, Ray?
No, I don't. I can understand, and I get his disappointment here, but he had an outstanding tournament. In my mind, I don't think it really mattered for his draft status whether they won or not. The scouts are looking at him as an individual. I would say they would be most pleased with the way that he played.
Yeah, he was a star at this tournament. It's just too bad they couldn't hoist that Memorial Cup. Hey, also wanted to ask you a little bit about... You're used to uneven performances having to carry me on a nightly basis.
Yeah.
What'd you make of the kid as we get now focusing on the draft here as the next step?
Well, just okay for a tournament for him. You can see almost every game there's one or two instances where you say, yeah, that's why the scouts love him. But there was more that I think gave me a little bit of a pause. on where I'd take him in the draft. The scouts seem to be the same way, of kind of like of two minds. You talk to one team, they like him a lot, another team not so much. And this will be an interesting month for him as he tries to get himself to the draft without driving himself crazy thinking about it.
Yeah, we'll do that for him too as we continue to debate this in the coming weeks ahead. Thanks for this, Razor.
You bet.
All right, Ray, I want to have some fun with you here. I want to play a little game of big deal or no big deal. I'm told the kid is supposed to meet with the Boston Bruins later today. Big deal or no big deal?
Kind of a big deal. I mean, they've got access to all the players, right? So you can talk to all the top draft picks, but you're not going to waste your time if you're Boston talking to somebody that you're not interested in. I think this is a big deal. He is a really interesting player, and I think there is some legitimate interest here.
Ray, thanks for this.
You bet.
There he is, Ray Ferraro, joining on the show. From what I've been told by my sources, that the Florida Panthers had a very engaging conversation with the young player at the Combine. So take that for what it's worth. But the Panthers, I'm told, really enjoyed the conversation that they had with the youngster. And is there a possible fit there? I don't think it hurts for either side. This based on the ideas from what I'm hearing right now on some of these potential draft scenarios. All right, still to come here on the show, Ray Ferraro's going to... What I was told, the Pittsburgh Penguins had a lengthy interview with the kid over the weekend, and the Penguins, boy, you look at the established guard that they have there with all the talent, and now to kind of add another layer of youth, which direction do they want to go? This might be a great scenario for a young player to step in and develop and learn. Boy, learn. We talk about some of the great leaders in the game now. What a good scenario that could be in Pittsburgh. All right, still to come here on the show. We'll get to the phone. This is a tricky one when we look at this one particular kid, and you know, there were a lot of expectations, a lot of hype on him going in, and I wonder if maybe he just felt the scrutiny being a little too much. And I always go back to years ago, you know, there was a player, young Alan McCauley. He was projected to be a top 5 pick in the NHL draft. His stock dropped. He wound up being a 3rd or 4th round selection, and he became a legit player. It was a steal of a pick back then, and I think this could be the same sort of thing here. Whoever drafts him is going to get a legit player. Mark my words. Do not be deceived. This kid can play in my mind.